Alrighty, y'all, so I am back with another video. I wanted to go over the trade that I took today on the Top Step X platform, and then I also wanted to go over, I guess, potentially the two trades that I have, or I guess the trade that I took yesterday on my personal account and the trade that I have going currently on my live account as well. So first I'll start off with the trade with Top Step today. Again, my markups are live on my YouTube channel underneath the live tab, so you can definitely go over there to see how I marked up the chart originally. But in this video, I'm just going to do kind of, a brief overview. So essentially, as you can kind of see, hopefully, I know it's a lot on the chart, but let me see. So, because, oh my goodness, I feel like I've confused myself. So I'm assuming this is the trade. This is the Sunday when I marked up the Sunday trade. So that's the long trade, basically. That's the swing trade that would have been for the entire week. And it would be so nice if these prop firms did not close your positions at 3 o'clock, because that's money, I believe, hopefully. Anywho, so basically price, July 31st pushed down, has pushed up, has pushed down into basically went to the fourth level of the Fibonacci retracement, the 60 point whatever level, represented by this number here, this price label here, this $23,011.50. So price came all the way down to that level. As you can see, it ran through all the other Fibonacci levels. And let me go ahead and clear the chart just a little bit. So you can't see actually a break of structure here on this 4-hour chart, but this is pretty much just the market structure that we've been looking at. So also too, this was kind of like a level here, or a zone of support and resistance. And we can see that overnight it did kind of, respect that support and resistance level there. This also too right here was an inefficiency, which you can see on right here on this chart. You can see it a little bit easier on this 1-hour chart. So this area, especially when you've had a previous level or a previous inefficiency with a newfounded inefficiency, that kind of serves as like a demand zone, if you will. So I'll just go ahead and mark that up right here. So that's what also kind of gave me a indication that we may be looking for buys if price were to come back into this zone. And again, the Fibonacci levels from the 4-hour chart were also present or respected, met. Let me get over here. So again, you can see that price came down into, that fourth Fibonacci level right there. And then also too, we did basically price retraced back to that 4-hour break of structure. So I used this bearish candlestick as the break of structure point. So once price crossed this lower high on that bearish candlestick, again, that was basically an indication that we may be seeing, a return to that level and, continuing on with our bullish momentum, which now we're seeing price enter into this 4-hour order block here. And so I'm looking to take profit, hopefully, on my actual live account. Today I actually got locked out because I hit my daily trade limit. I kind of forgot that I had put that there on Top Step, but I'm totally okay with it. Honestly, at 8:30, 8:25, there was a lot of volume that came into the market and was kind of chaotic, so I wasn't too upset about that. So, in continuing to go over this trade from today, again, basically last night, I'm trying to see when it actually hit. So at 6 last night, because I took a sell, I believe, yesterday 6 last night, I closed it, or I guess I traded that on my live account. I'm getting all these trades kind of confused, but so on my live account, basically I traded price on the way down, and then basically took profit there because basically we were oversold on this 1 hour chart. So I just decided to close, and we had again reached that 4 hour final level. It's not necessarily the final level, but that 4 hour 60% retracement level. And then when I came back in late last night around, I guess it must have been around 1:30 or 2 in the morning, I began to mark up the chart. Again, you can see that on the YouTube channel underneath the live tab. And basically I drew out this 1 hour trend line. So you can see that there. And I also drew out the Fibonacci levels for the 1 hour chart. So the blue represents the 1 hour Fibonacci levels, and the light purple represents the 4 hour Fibonacci retracement levels. So I also drew out this 1 hour order block. So I was expecting for this 1 hour order block at minimum to be ran. When I came in this morning, it was around 8 o'clock, and I was able to see that price had actually hit all of these 1 hour Fibonacci retracement levels. So that gave me even more confirmation that we would, be going bullish. So let's go on down. Oh, and this was something as well. So this order block that was created here, again, pretty much my rules kind of on the 1 hour 15 and I guess the 1 minute, pretty much all of the charts is if the RSI, the 2-day RSI is at or near if it's at 10, level 10, meaning that it's oversold significantly, and we have a cross of the 5 SMA, that is when I am then looking, and we've had a cross of a previous lower high, a break of structure, then I'm looking to get into a buy position in that instance. So right here, you can kind of see basically this created an order block, and at 7 o'clock, we had already retested that order block and printed a bullish candlestick. So with these confirmations, it gave me, or these candlesticks, it gave me more confidence in getting into a buy position this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and go down a little bit more. So that was a 1 hour 30 minute. I'm not so sure. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better. That again, we had that retracement into that 1 hour order block, and then we also printed another order, another bullish order block at 7:30. And then we price retraced into that order block, that bullish order block. And then we also, this is when I kind of got concerned, and when I actually closed my trade, and I kind of mismanaged. I should have probably just left price at break even. I think we would have been okay. I don't think we would have been okay. I think I would have wanted to have gotten back into a trade. So anywho, price retraced, and then when this 8:30 came around, it retraced even further into that order block, and then eventually pushed on upwards. So I'm gonna go down to the 15-minute chart just to show that I marked off these trend lines. So this was a 15-minute trend line, you can see there, and so it just kind of made it a little bit more clear that we had crossed this 15-minute trend line here, and we had made a higher high past this lower high of 5 o'clock in the morning. So this bullish candlestick here closed above this lower high, giving me an indication that we would have bullish momentum. So price came back down into that area again, as I've said, and then slowly but surely pushed upwards. So that's the 15-minute. And again, I also drew up this 15-minute trend line. And basically, I set up that trend line in the event that price broke this trend line, I would be looking for sells. As you can see, it did break that trend line, but the candlestick on the 15-minute closed as bullish. Now, when I was actually trading, I wasn't necessarily looking at the 15-minute per se. I was more so looking at the 5-minute. And so you can see the 5-minute is a little bit more chaotic. You can kind of see how price volume came in, it pushed up, then it pushed down, and then it pushed up. And we even had, kind of the same issue or the same kind of price action over here at the 850 mark. But by that time I had already gotten out, so I didn't like what I was seeing there. So again, I just kind of got out. And so basically, according to this, if I had just left price at break even, then I would have been stopped out. So once price pushed back up on this candlestick, I went ahead and just closed it right about there. May have even been maybe down here. So yeah, and what else did I want to show on this? I think I drew up, yep, the 5-minute break of structure here is what I was using. So right here, I drew up the 5-minute break of structure based off of this bearish candlestick here. And as you can see, price pushed upwards and then again, basically retraced to that 5-minute break of structure. And then we had this push ultimately. So that is also what I was, kind of using as, a confirmation confluence that price would push up. Now I'm kind of remembering what happened here is that I got in on this candlestick instead of waiting for price to come all the way back down and retest this 5-minute break of structure. So that's something that I may have maybe in the future wait till it actually hits or retraces completely, or maybe again to this 5-minute break of structure, or just keeping that in mind and making sure that my stop loss is sufficient, so that way we're not getting stopped out in the event that once the market kind of opens, everybody kind of comes in, volume comes into the market, I'm not getting stopped out, and I have a better entry, because that would have been pretty amazing had I been able to just put in the entry at this 5-minute break of structure and then allow price to push on up. So I got in on this candlestick, as you can see, marked off here on the chart, and then price pushed down. I did find this doji to be, basically the doji basically kept me into the trade because I was kind of, concerned. Again, my reasoning at the time was if price breaks below this 15-minute trend line, then I would be looking for sells. It also created this bearish order block here temporarily on this 5-minute, if you can see, so that was kind of a concern as well. So I am kind of proud of myself for just holding the trade and not getting, freaked out by all this volume that came into the market and kind of the sporadicness of the market at that moment. I just, again, kind of wish that I hadn't, taken partials per se, because I did hit that daily trade limit that I set for myself, which is 3 trades a day. So I have to just kind of keep that in mind, that every time you close a partial, it counts that as a trade. So anywho, what else? I think that was pretty much it on this trade for today. I'll go down to maybe the 1 minute, because essentially when I'm trading, I have the 5-minute chart open and I have the 1 minute chart open as well. And again, I guess here you can see it a little bit better. Also today I did make use of the 30-second chart, and I found that to be amazing. The chart is still clear. There's no like gaps or anything like that. And I just think that my mind works a lot better on that 30-second chart. And it's just, I can just see the details a lot better, and it just makes me feel better. It's like I can see what's going on. So ultimately, had I left this trade and not moved anything to break even, ultimately this trade would have hit. Really, I'm looking for a 1 to 2. But I was going for the top of this, I believe this 1 hour order block. And as you can see, we crashed, totally blasted through that, came back down to my entry point, and then price continued to push on upwards. There was earnings today for Disney and some other, and I guess Uber as well. And that was kind of my concern too. I was like, dang, like, were the earnings not good today? People are buying crazy. So they're pushing. But anywho, yeah. So basically price got in right here. Probably should have waited. If you can kind of see, the RSI at that point in time was at 23. So I didn't necessarily follow my trading plan, but it did work out today. So I really should have waited till about right here to get in. When you can see price was actually below that 10 level mark. and then put my stop loss below this lower low, or below the 5 minute down here. So that's what should have happened. But I'm pleased. It wasn't, I kind of followed my trading plan, and I did have my markups marked up last night, which also was very, very helpful. So I was able to easily see that price had come down on and hit precisely this final this 1 hour Fibonacci retracement level. And then we had nice, price action. And and that was pretty much it. So I hope that this video was helpful. I know I may talk kind of fast or whatnot, but yeah. So anywho, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out this trade if it hasn't already. Actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and move this on up, probably to right here. And so that should, I guess that'll be 579. Just trying to build up this lower account. I should have scaled in right here, but that's a skill that I'm still developing. So I will get better at that. And yeah, I just hope that this video was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and I guess as far as the profit today, it was $91. That's what happened today. And performance wise, yeah, so this is pretty much where we're sitting. Win percentage is 100% right now. Total profit and loss $474. Profit factor 1. And yeah, I guess we're underneath that 50% level. I think that's what they want. And yeah, the most profitable day as of right now was Monday. Least profitable day is Wednesday. Average trade duration is 18 minutes, and that's how I kind of like it. 18 minutes to an hour scalping. That's what I want to see. And then as far as you can see the profit curve, that's where we're at right now. Worst trade is $24, and that's just again for me partialing out. And yeah, so that's what we're looking like right now. So on the week, sitting at $474. And these are the trades, all of the trades from this week. So you can see me partialing out 25, 36, 32 off of those 3 contracts. So today was cool. I'm really enjoying the Top Step platform. I think the lockout is excellent because it does kind of curb any kind of, psychological where I want to, revenge trade or anything like that. So hopefully we can get a push up here and maybe get into this zone up here with the NAS. Hopefully we can get that. Looks like price action is pretty good so far. We did make a higher high here, and we haven't made a lower low, so maybe we'll get a push, maybe we won't. But yeah, that is all for today. And again, I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, if you don't mind putting or doing a like at the end of the video, like, comment, whatever, because that would help in the algorithm. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.